Hey, y'all. Today I have two of my favorite boys in the kitchen.
You know, it's always great having Jamie and Jack in the kitchen, because you never know what Jack's gonna say. Tell Guinea what all you did at school today.
Nothing.
That's Daddy's boy.
And today we're gonna get a taste of our Father's Day meal
Always my favorite time of the year.
with apple stuffed pork loin, onion and sweet potato gratin. And Jack and I are gonna decorate one of his daddy's favorite cookies, pumpkin spice cookies.
Does mine look like leaves?
It looks just like leaves.
Do I look pretty?
It's beautiful. Son, open the microwave and get my coffee out. It's gonna...
I want it to be hot enough for you, Mom.
You are such a...
You'll be able to drink it tomorrow.
You want to take the skin off my tongue. All right. If we gonna cook this pork loin,
We best get started?
we best get started, because you got to pick up Jack from school in a little while, don't you?
That's pretty high on my list of things to do today. Pick up the child.
You know what? We're actually close enough he could walk here.
He's 4.
I know it, but you know what? Back in the day, you know, it was amazing.
Well, back in your days when nobody drove cars, it was much safer to walk in the roads.
Peel and chop that apple.
Because we're making an apple stuffed pork loin.
And I just went ahead and had the butcher butterfly it for me. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna season our pork loin with some salt.
And Jamie's gonna cook up some apples, brown sugar, walnuts, and raisins, and we're gonna put them in the middle of our pork loin.
Some pepper, some onion powder. You know,
Summertime.
it's just a really fun time.
And for me, it all starts with Father's Day.
This looks beautiful. You know, and it's so lean. All right, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm gonna get the apple started, Mom.
Okay,
I'm gonna put a little bit of brown sugar in here.
okay, about 2 tablespoons.
Got 2 tablespoons.
Okay. Pack it down good.
Here I'm gonna do a teaspoon of dry mustard,
About 1/4 cup of raisins.
1/4 teaspoon of ginger.
Yeah, the ginger's gonna give it a little zippity-doo-dah, zippity.
And our
hey.
cider is gonna be our liquid. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
about 1.5 cups.
Okay.
We're gonna let this cook down for about 5 minutes, Mom. I want these apples to soften up a little bit. And cook this cider down and the raisins and everything. Doesn't that
Look.
smell good?
Oh, it smells good and looks good. You know, I love raisins. I remember when Jack was little and started eating, you know, real food, I would buy him those little miniature boxes of raisins, and he loves snacking on them.
He loves dried cherries now. That's his new thing.
And BBs.
Still
Blueberries. I don't know how they got so lucky. At 2 years old, I could offer him a cookie or a bowl of fruit, and every time he would pick the fruit. Every time. He is so precious to me. How's the new baby?
Matthew's good.
Sleeping good?
Sleeping better.
Before we know it, son, he'll be Jack's age, and we'll wonder where time went.
It'll be interesting to see how well he shares Christmas morning this year.
Well, it'll be fine this Christmas. Jack's so nurtured, he won't have a jealous bone in his body. In fact, Guinea will make sure he has no reason to be jealous.
I'm gonna put some pecans in here after I cook them down because I want to keep the crunch of these. So I'm gonna fold these nuts in when we do that cornbread. I'm not too far off actually. If you want to
Okay.
measure out about 1.5 cups of that cornbread.
And this is like seasoned cornbread stuffing.
Okay, Mom, I got 1/3 cup of nuts on the board. I'm gonna chop up.
Okay. That's nice and sweet, Jamie.
The cider and the brown sugar makes it
Brown
sweet.
sugar, yeah. It's gonna sweeten up that piece of meat just a little bit. I think Jack will love it.
I did baked pork chops with my butter beans and rice for dinner last night, and he ate it like he just got out of prison.
Did he?
He loves butter beans. That's his new favorite now.
Did they give him air?
That boy was born with air. Between me and Jack and Matthew and Champ.
Said Brooke doesn't stand a chance, does she?
She needs to build an addition.
Jack will make a sound and he'll look at me. He said, ooh, had air, Guinea.
This is cooked down right about where I want it.
Yeah, it's gonna be delicious. This is gonna go in the center. I've got some twine over there.
Look at that. Gosh, it smells so good now that it hit
Doesn't
that
it?
bread.
Can you do it with your hands or is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this.
Yeah, and kind of keep it over there, Sonny boy. That's where the fold is. Gosh, even my voice sounds funny this morning. I can't get awake. All right, Jamie.
That is perfect.
Isn't this beautiful? Now, if
We're gonna
you'll
truss
cut
them?
our string, yes. Great. He is gonna be so good. All right, now I'm gonna just put a little olive oil on him. Rub him in. Take good care of him. And now I'm gonna kiss him goodnight. A little kiss. And tuck him in a warm place.
We're gonna put him in the oven for about an hour and a half. You got it on 350?
375 for about an hour and 15 minutes.
Coming up next, a new Father's Day tradition, onion and sweet potato gratin,
Little Matthew may get his first bite of sweet potatoes,
and pumpkin spice cookies just perfect for decorating.
so I can become super guinea.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
Jamie,
Mama.
I just went back then. The Glam Squad is juicing, and I didn't get you any juice. Would you like some?
No, thanks. I tasted yours.
I call them the Glam Squad because, honey, if you could see me before they start their work. Michael has said many times that Jamie Cribbs is not a beautician. He is a magician. I'm juicing my vegetables.
Don't spill any on that shirt.
Well, it's almost the same color.
That juice will mess up a wardrobe if you're not careful.
All right, son, we are gonna do a sweet potato gratin to go along with that pork, and I'm gonna start by making a roux, and I'm gonna use about 5 tablespoons of butter.
Caramelized onions are one of my favorite things.
Yes.
And, you know, we eat a lot of sweet potatoes. Jack loves them.
They are so good. I'll never forget the first Thanksgiving. I cooked a squash casserole and a sweet potato casserole.
Yeah.
When I put the spoon in his mouth, Jamie, and now let's see, he was 4 or 5 months old. He said, at 5 months.
I think Matthew, the way he eats, he's gonna want a sandwich at 5 months old.
I'm telling you what.
You know we call him Moose.
Moose!
He eats Jack's.
Oh my God, I love it!
Jack is bear and Matthew is moose.
All right, so I'm just dissolving that flour into this butter, and now I'm gonna measure out 2 cups of half and half, and I've got some smoky paprika, and I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon of that in. And we're gonna layer this, Jamie, into the dish I've got back there. Look at that. Didn't that turn that a pretty color? Kind of coppery.
God, it smells so good.
You do like the way it smells? You coming all right with the potatoes? I'll help
Well,
you.
I'm hand cutting these as thin as I can.
know it.
So
if you would, son, start grating that wedge of Parmesan cheese, because we're gonna need that. About 2 cups, son. All right, now I'm gonna put a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. All right, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And
Gonna put a little cayenne in there?
a little cayenne.
Quarter?
Yeah, we're gonna knock that thing with a little bit of heat. Now I'm gonna put about 1.5 teaspoons of salt into our white sauce. Little ground pepper. And this is starting to get thick on us now. Stick your finger in that white sauce, Jamie. It is like delicious.
Ooh, gracious.
Isn't that good? All righty.
Ready to layer it up?
Okie doke. I'm gonna spray our casserole dish.
Okay, we're going potatoes, cream, cheese, potatoes, cream, cheese.
Yes,
Onions.
and the last thing that goes on will be the onions. Then like half the sauce. This is gonna be so good. And who knows, little Matthew may get his first, or Moose may get his first bite of sweet potatoes. Yum. All right, now, Jamie, we're gonna cover this with foil. After you get it covered with the onions.
My mouth just started watering.
Great time of day.
All right.
So let's roll. 350, 30, 35.
Uncover,
Take
15
them
minutes more.
naked, 15 minutes.
All right.
We've done it.
Cheers.
Now I'm awake.
Coming up next,
Pumpkin cookies. It's just nothing like a grandparent and grandchild relationship. Nothing.
Yummy, I see.
What'd I tell you?
I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all.
How much longer do we have before Jack gets out of school?
We've got to leave here in 20 minutes.
Okie doke. All right. So I'm gonna
Look how
make
beautiful this turned out.
Oh gosh, that's gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna make a pumpkin spice cookie, and I'm creaming together 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of sugar.
Okay.
And from you, I need 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, like a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Kind of a traditional holiday cookie recipe.
Yes, exactly. And I've got vanilla flavoring, and I've got a little rum extract. You know, Suzette and Amy and Rick and Allison
It is
just
so
left.
good when we get to see them.
I know it, isn't it
I've
fun?
known Suzette longer than I've known Bobby.
Amy and Suzette is my best friend's children. Their mother and I became best friends when we were both 19 years old. We were both pregnant, and these children have been raised like brothers and sisters. We used to put y'all in the car. Of course, we didn't have to have a car seat for you. We had those carry-ons, and
I
we
used
put
to ride
you.
in the back ledge of the car.
Yes, you did. And my neck was your seat belt. You stood up beside me in the seat like this.
I won't
To
take
hold on.
Jack to the mailbox without a 5-point harness. How many eggs do you need?
2. But anyway, they.
Remember Suzette was so bad in high school and you used to sit back and go, oh, my friend, poor Susan and her daughter. And then about the time I got out of high school, I went as sideways as she did.
I said, what?
but at least I was.
Yeah, boys are late bloomers. Girls start earlier being bad, and then they settle down quicker. But
It only took me 20 years to settle down.
well, honey, let me tell you, it usually takes a man till he's about 40 before he really starts getting ripe.
Yeah, we beat into submission by 40.
But anyway, Suzette and Amy just left, and they brought me a rum cake. That's what I was talking about, rum flavoring.
Did they make it?
No, Suzette, works at the drive-through restaurant there at Wagner's, and that girl has to get up like 4 every morning, 4:30.
The restaurant business is not for babies.
No, it ain't for sissies. But so she doesn't have time. I'm gonna eyeball this, about a teaspoon, a healthy teaspoon.
That's why we quit doing breakfast.
But anyway, she had one of her customers brings her a rum cake every now and again because Suzette's cooking all day, but it's what they serve at Wagner's. So would you go around?
She's tired of barbecue like I'm tired of fried chicken.
I couldn't believe when Jamie said he was tired of fried chicken. And I said, you are what? All right, so I've got this all creamed up, got our flavorings in. If you would just kind of add that, just a couple of scoops at the time. And we're just gonna drop this on the cookie sheet, and then we're gonna go get Jack.
And I hope he likes these cookies.
So I can become super guinea. The other night, Jack was over here, and he said, Guinea, let's make some glue cookies. I said, okay. I keep colored sprinkles in my pantry, so I'm ready at the drop of a hat. All right, son, we're gonna do 6 to a pan, okay? Or you can do 22, whatever. Because, see, we're making these big. All right, in the oven, and I mean, it's gonna take every second. 350, 10 minutes.
It's still hot from our roast.
I know. So I'll go bottom shelf. You can have the top one. Got to taste a little of the cookie dough.
Let's save some for Jack. He loves the dough.
I know he does.
That is good.
Oh, the roast.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I just hope Jack likes it.
Speaking of Jack, Mom, we need to go.
I know.
Is Groovy here?
Yeah, he's back there.
He's going to tell him to watch the cookies.
Yeah.
It'll take us a few minutes.
Oh my gosh, those raisins.
I can't be late.
When I was a young woman, I always wanted lots of children. If Mother Nature had allowed, I know I would have had at least 4. And I'll sit in the back with Jack.
Okay.
With Jack Bear. So to see my family some 40 years later finally getting to the size that I hope it would always be, the world is great.
Coming up next, Jack's here to help me decorate his daddy's favorite.
Do I look pretty?
It's beautiful.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
There's just nothing like a grandparent and grandchild relationship. Nothing. Pumpkin cookies! Because you don't have any of the responsibility, but you can sneak in and snatch just a lot of fun. Ooh, your daddy and I ate so much cookie dough before we came over to get you. Come on, pal. Jack, guess what? Your daddy and I been cooking while you was at school.
Yes, sir. Are you ready for lunch, bud?
So tell Guinea what all you did at school today.
Nothing.
That's Daddy's boy.
Tell Guinea some of your friends' names.
Luke.
How about any girls?
Only one. She used to like girl stuff. Now she likes boy stuff.
What are you gonna do when one day she comes in all frilly with her dress on and she discovers that she doesn't like to play boy stuff anymore. Is she still gonna be your friend? Good. All right, Jack. I'm gonna cut this meat up. It's got all your favorite things in it. Apples and raisins. Oh, that pork roast is so tender. Eat your lunch now so we can do the cookies. And we've got to decide how we want to decorate them. Kids love the little sprinkles. They love candy. They love bright colors. And they love creating. What?
Icing.
Yeah, Daddy's gonna make some icing for us. He's mixing together, y'all, a package of cream cheese, a stick of butter, 3 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm adding in a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. All right, Daddy. Look, Jack.
Do I look pretty?
It's beautiful. You know what I want to put on it?
What?
My lips. Uh-oh, have to lick it off.
No. Yummy icing.
What'd I tell you? You said you didn't like pumpkin spice. I knew you did. I love this one. I'm gonna do mine like yours. Well, let's toast.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.